All right, I know it's only been a few weeks, but I got to kick the ass of the NTPs again. I saw this come through on YouTube, and I'm like, God damn, this pisses me off so much. So this guy, this old man, again, I'm picking on old people once again, Forrest Fenn, he hid a couple $1 million worth of gold treasure out in the forest somewhere in the Rockies.
And didn't people die?
People died fucking looking for it.
Oh, my God.
Over the years. So he had put it in kind of a poem and a book, and, he wants to be this cool special thing that we're all EPs, and we're all going to go find the treasure and go exploring. And yeah, so it definitely got me triggered.
I bet.
So let me play the video clip and you can kind of see for yourself.
Okay.
Over 10 years ago, a wealthy art dealer buried $2 million worth of treasure somewhere in the Rocky Mountains of New Mexico and put out tantalizing clues in a poem. Begin it where warm waters halt and take it in the canyon down, not far, but too far to walk. Well, now someone has finally cracked those clues and found the treasure. Robin Gill reports.
Deep in the Rocky Mountains in Santa Fe, New Mexico, there really was a treasure at the end of the rainbow. A 13th century bronze chest filled with gold and gems, worth an estimated $2 million. Forrest Fenn, an antiques collector, hid the treasure more than a decade ago.
Well, I made it hard deliberately. If it was easy, anyone could do it.
The clues were in a poem he wrote.
From there is no place for the meek, the end is ever drawing nigh.
Someone picked up on the lines of verse and found the location. The modern-day Indiana Jones, who wants to remain anonymous, sent Fenn a picture of his newfound wealth.
Let's go find the treasure.
Fenn wanted to tempt people into the wilderness, which he says is the real reward. Still, 5 people lost their lives on this expedition. Fenn's sorry they died, but insisted it wasn't dangerous.
The treasure is not hidden in a mine. A lot of these old mines are dangerous.
What was his secret is now someone else's, and that lucky anonymous individual is the new mystery.
Secrets, the EPs with secrets. What we're seeing consistently is like, even when there is no secret, they will create a secret.
Oh my God.
They'll find a secret or make a secret. And this is like how much our fears are not coming from reality. So what I'm saying here, it's not that like, the treasure or the gold thing or there's something wrong with that or whatever. What I'm saying is like we as people, and just picking on the ENTP today, we are constantly creating these stories, whether they're there or not.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like, if there's no drama in your life, if there's no control, there's no chaos, and you're sitting around, you're old and you're retired,
you make it happen.
You will fucking make it happen.
Oh my God, no matter what your functions are.
Yeah, that and like we are seeing that consistently because we'll have people over or we'll get to know people, we'll talk to them on the phone, and like we're sitting here like, okay, there's no problem because I'm right here, I'm looking at everything, there's no problem. They're like, yeah, but so what's with the hidden secret missing information over here? I'm like,
oh my God, I know.
There is no hidden secret missing information over here. Would you like to see? They're like, oh, okay. The hidden secret missing information treasure must be somewhere else. Like, there's still not.
I know. We've had plenty of people over to our house. We've had plenty of different types over to our house. But it is fascinating to me when I'm like taking somebody through our systems or taking somebody through our stuff. And I'm like, okay, so here's, I do this thing where I put together, hand sanitizer and I have a recipe for that. And I put together a soap for our soaps and I have a recipe for that. Here's the recipe right here. I wrote it on a card. And like instantly the EPs will be like, is that the secret recipe? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm literally telling it to you right fucking now. Like, there is no secret. I just said it. Here's my stupid soaps, and here's my fucking card with the recipe right down there. And like, that will be the thing. They'll go around and be like, here's the secret recipe. I took a picture of it. And then they'll like show their friend, and I'm like, dude, there was never a secret. Just because it was here before you got here doesn't mean anybody was ever gonna hide it.
Yeah, I know.
It just becomes that's information that other people don't have. I know they don't have it because I've gathered everything else.
Yes.
So I found a way to make that interesting and secret.
Yes, totally. It makes sense too, like looking at people archetypally or different types or different humans to keep each other in check. So the IJ is going to be like, here's a castle, here's a lock and box, here's everything. I'm going to keep all the information contained. And without the NE coming in going, okay, I know there's missing information here. Like if somebody in the tribe isn't going, I think this person's up to bullshit. There's got to be some information.
There's got to be like the check,
So thank God somebody is looking to crack the safe and to look around the corner and to figure out and find the missing information because sometimes there really is.
Right, exactly.
But it's weird because it's not real. It's just the person is just doing that constantly.
Autopilot.
And then if you're ENTP, Savior, TI, then it's like, well, I'm going to go doing it my way.
I know.
I'm going to look for this my way. I'm going to figure out how to do it and then forget the rest of the tribe. The FE tribe now, they're the ones that are hiding it from me. And this comes right back to into the same kind of problems that old man Finn is having.
Yeah.
Where like now the government has to fucking step in and be like, dude, homie, people are dying here. What the hell are you
Stop playing
doing?
this stupid game.
Yeah, this crazy little game that's causing chaos and forcing the government to come in and control.
The SI government with rules and regulations.
Yeah.
If you're going to play a game like that and now people are dying, we have to come in and bring the order since you're doing the shakeup.
That's why New Mexico's top cop has asked for Fenn to call the treasure hunt off.
You had talked about giving more clues, and again, I call for you to pull it.
I'm not going to give a clue to help people find the treasure. I'm going to give a clue to try to keep them out of trouble.
I didn't anticipate that people would die searching for my treasure, but in the back of my mind, it had to be logical that could happen. Grizzly bears alone or something to think about.
It weighs on you.
A little bit, you know. I don't feel responsible. I don't feel like I'm to blame for any of those things that happen.
Responsible.
We're a mile past the trailhead, and I think we found something. It's a tiny little cave that you could easily miss. Zach has now decided to climb up the entire face of this cliff and try to get into a cave that's about a couple hundred feet high.
There was a time when I thought the Fenn treasure might be in a cave, because one thing he said was that he was in a spot that you could come back to in 10,000 years and it might hypothetically still be around. A cave protects things from the elements, so I thought maybe that was a possibility.
I am responsible, I am reliable, I always follow through with what I say I'm gonna do. I am dependable, I hold myself accountable, I take responsibility and do what needs to be done. I show self-control, use good judgment, I think about the consequences of my actions. Responsibility, it is my duty, fulfilling all of my moral obligations.
If I mess up, I will always fess up. I will keep my head up. I'm never gonna give up. It is my duty and responsibility to follow through. You can count on me to do what I say that I'm gonna do.
Definitely not in that cave though.